Hey everybody, it's another day. I wanted to do a little explanation. I didn't get a video out on this past Friday. My wife had a family member that passed away, and we had to go out of town. We had to go out of state actually. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've been in the shop, and sorry I didn't get a video out last week. I didn't have anything done to even be able to put out. I'm going to try and have something out by this coming Friday, which would I don't even know what day I'm at right now, but hopefully I'll have this out by Friday. I thought I'd be back on the Buick, but I'm going to take a minute and work on the Mustang real quick. The Mustang came with when I bought the car, it had a Holly Sniper fuel injection system on it. Could not get it to work at all. Had constant trouble with it. So I switched back over to a carburetor, and the motor has a mechanical fuel pump on it already. So I switched back over to a carburetor, but I was still running the high pressure tank. And I think I said this before, for my 56 rat rod, I need the high pressure fuel pump and stuff that's in this tank to run the LS fuel injection stuff. So my plan was, to help me out with the budget, was to take this fuel tank out, put it in the 56. That would give me the high pressure fuel system that I need for that car. Put a regular tank back in this, and rerun some lines to the fuel pump and get it back on mechanical pump and back more of an original way than anything else. So that's what I'm gonna try and do today. I got the fuel pump in, I got a new sending unit in. I have to push the 56 out of the way where my lift is, bring the Mustang back around to where the lift is, and we'll pull the tank out. I get it up on the lift and run my fuel lines that I need up to the front and get that switched out. So hopefully it won't take me very long, but we'll do a video about that. So it's going to be about the Mustang, but also about the 56 rat rod. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I apologize for not getting anything out, but we did have to go out of town and attend to the family business. So I appreciate everybody that watches. I appreciate everybody understanding what's going on. It's been a rough 6 weeks or so with family issues. My sister passed away 6 weeks ago. It was her stepdad passed away a couple weeks ago now, and so that's where we're at. That's the issues that I had with being in the shop. I haven't been in the shop for, like I said, for 2 weeks at least. So but I'm back in the shop trying to get some stuff done. So we're going to jump on this, get the 56 moved out the way, and I'll take you through that. So I appreciate you understanding. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very, 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 very much for supporting the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video, and here we go. Alright, well, that wasn't fun. I usually move things with my tractor, but my tractor is not here at the moment. So what I'm gonna do now is try don't know how much fuel's in here. Let me see what the gauge says. My gauge is not real accurate on this thing. Now, it looks like it's going to be probably half a tank, which is going to be like 8 gallons. But no, damn it, it's going to be like 10 gallons. Let me see if this thing's got a drain plug. I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope it does. Uh-oh, it don't look like it does. Hang on. I don't know if you guys have ever used these cushions. I can't survive without them. This hard floor hurts me. Oh, this is gonna be even more fun. No drain. Let's see, I got a siphon. I'll try and siphon as much of it out as I can. Stand by. All right, guys. I got this little siphon hose thing. I got this back several years ago. I think 6 or 7 years ago. We had a pretty major hurricane come through, Hurricane Laura. Tore up a whole bunch of stuff. You know, fuel supply was short. So before the hurricane came along, I filled up every old vehicle I had. I filled up all our vehicles. And if I had run out of fuel and couldn't get any, I had this to siphon out of my classics or out of our vehicles. So I went and got a couple of gas cans. So we're gonna see about siphoning out of here. And I tell you what, I hate these new gas cans. They've got this filter thing in it. I guess I'll leave it in there for right now. And I don't know if you know how this thing works. This little thing right here's got a ball in it. It creates a suction. We're gonna see how it works. Doesn't sound like a whole lot of fuel in there, does it? Doesn't sound like there's a lot of fuel in there. Come on. See if I go a different direction. It's bringing some fuel out. But it's not like it's got a lot in it. Well, tell you what we're gonna do. Set this over here out the way. Take this thing out, see what I can come up with. Get my light, my hat, and my glasses. Kids bought me this light, and I really like it. Alright. I'm trying to figure out what's what. This must be a descendant. Well, I guess ain't nothing to do. Let me get tools. I'm trying to get the fuel hose undone. Let me bring this over here where you can see in maybe. I'm trying to get this separated enough. Uh-oh. Did I run out of juice? I think I run out of juice on my light. But anyway, trying to get that separated enough so when I get the tank loose, I don't have to pull the whole neck out. So, let's see, I wonder how much pressure's on this. Let me go get another wrench. Oh, didn't get a big enough wrench. Be careful with this finger. I was eating crawfish the other day and actually cut my finger in 2 spots. So it kind of hurts when I do that kind of stuff like that. I'm not up on all these. I gotta get another light, guys. Well, I'm only 20% on this one, so I'm not doing very good here either. Oh, let's see. I think I'm not real big on AN fittings. I don't mess with them that much, so I'm not sure which one of these I'm supposed to take loose. Well, if I could get a wrench big enough. And this one will probably be too thick to work for what I need. Knowing my luck. That's going to be this thing. There's fuel on that. Okay. I guess it would have been smart for me to undo. Ow. Huh. Huh. That ain't real smart, I guess. I think I told you that more than once. You know what? I need to make sure I put these nuts back on, or they'll disappear and I won't know where they're at. And then I'll be mad because I was dumb again. Okay, that out the way. Get back on here. Back on here, so that doesn't go anywhere. Don't lose kind of stuff. Why don't you want to go back on there? Came off of there. Goes right back on. about my luck, huh? Stripped out right on the top. Yeah. Ha! Just stripped out right on the top. That's my luck for you. I can tell you about my luck too. While we were gone, the day of the funeral, we were headed to the funeral, and my wife was driving my truck, which I have a 2015 F-150 Super Crew, and my wife was driving it, and I was driving her stepdad's truck because it hadn't been driven in a while, and so I took it and checked everything out for my mother-in-law and made sure it was all roadworthy and good to go, and because she was going to try and sell it later. So while we're headed to the funeral, minding our own business, a great big deer runs out of the woods and smashes into the side of my truck. Broke the rear door glass out, bent the door, bent the cab, bent the bed, took out the tail light. Yeah. So I had to cardboard everything up, duct tape. I'm sure we look real cute going down the highway to get home. A 10-hour drive. So I have to go take my truck in to get repairs next week. So that's my luck. That's what happens to me. Seems like every time I turn around, something like that's gotta happen. But I guess, what do they say? Such is life. Huh? Just gotta deal with things. Wait a minute. See, I gotta figure out on these. See, that's because I know this tightens down for the hose, right? Let's see. The way these are, yeah. This screws down on the hose. Tightens down that hose right there. Alright. Okay. Everything's disconnected as far as power, fuel line, whatever. Okay. Now I need to get, appears to be a 1/2 inch socket. Hold on just a second. Really? I don't recall seeing nuts on those down there. Well, let's see what we got underneath. Oh yeah. They didn't want it to go anywhere. How in the world am I going to manage that? Vice grips. They got lock nuts on the bolts underneath. So I'm going to have to try see if I can vice grip these on the top. So I can get them off. on the bottom. Let's see which one's it. Didn't I bring, or did I? Did I or did I not? There it is. Long extension. That's what I'm gonna have to have. Okay, let's see if this works. One down. Oh. And a whole bunch more to go. So I tell you what, while I'm fighting with this, I won't make y'all watch me fight this, so I'm gonna pause. When I get all the bolts out, I'll come back. Well guys, I fought with it, got the bolts out, got under it, or tried to lift the tank, and I couldn't get it to pull up. So I got underneath it and did the old bench press routine, pushed the car up about 3 inches on the suspension, and the tank would not come out. Well, it appears that they seam sealed the tank into place. So now I got to fight with maybe taking my putty knife and going around the edges and seeing if I can get it broke loose, because it ain't coming out. I can't get it out. And I bent the lip over here in this corner with the pry bar. So I don't know if I guess I didn't want it to go anywhere. And it's got some damn seam sealer, or I don't know. It's got something holding it in place. And I guess I'm going to go all the way around this tank to try and get it broke loose. And I don't know how long this is going to take. This is just wonderful. Just absolutely stupendous. No. So, while I fight with this some more, I'll come back. Alright guys, I got it out. They took, you know, the windshield adhesive you get that comes in a roll that, hang on, let me move this back just a little bit. Comes in a roll, and you roll it out around the edge of the windshield, and you lay the windshield in it and press it down, and it seals the windshield. I don't remember what they call that windshield adhesive. It's not like now where they got the urethane that comes out of a caulk gun. That's what they put under this. And yeah, I had a hard time getting this out of here, and I got it all over me. So now I got to go open my thinner can up and clean up, and then I got to scrape all of this crap out of here. So that's where it's at right now, and I'm a little aggravated because it shouldn't have been this hard. I'm gonna take a break, clean up a little bit, and clean this up, and then I'll come back when I start unboxing the new tank and all that stuff. So y'all stick with me, keep watching all my misery, because then we got to get under it. I got to put it on the lift, and then we got to get under it and get all the new fuel lines run and all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping that that's not that hard, but with my luck, hey, there's no telling what kind of crap I can get into. So stick with me. All right guys, I'm down here. I don't know if it's dark up here. I know I don't have a light right now, but all the connections that are coming through right here I need to get loose before I put it up on the lift. So that's what I'm trying to get done right now. loose. Alright, now we'll just be taking all the fuel line off and out and all that good stuff. Alright, before I put the tank back in, I guess I could set the tank in it. Tell you what, I'm going to spray some paint since I scraped all this around the edges and stuff. I'm going to wipe this down. I'm going to spray some paint around it and make sure where I nick the metal or whatever, it's not going to rust or anything on me. Let me do that. Let me get out from under here first. Of course, I get sticky crap all over the car. That's about right. Alright. Where's my light? Where's my light? Bring the light back up in here real quick. Alright. Flakies off of here. They sprayed this car, you know, this car was a done car before I got it, and they sprayed this car with some lizard skin. Some places it's real good, some places they didn't prep real good, so it's flaking off, and this back here is one of the places where it's trying to flake off, so I'm trying to scrape off what I can scrape off. And I'm just going to spray some black paint because I got a board that covers this with some, with some carpet and stuff. So I'm going to just spray paint this black just to protect it. Line this off. Scrape the sides and stuff. I'm gonna go get some lacquer thinner and just kind of wipe all this down real quick. Okay guys, I took the gas tank out of the box. Of course, you know, wonderful UPS shipping. It's bent. 3 of the corners were bent. I had to straighten those out. But tank, it's a 20-gallon tank with a drain. I painted all around the edges. I got everything done. What I'm going to do is when I get it bolted in, I'll come back and put some seam sealer around the edges to finish it up when I get done. So right now the tank is in. I got to put it in. The neck was all bent right here. I had to straighten some of that out. I'm going to reconnect that. Go ahead and run a few bolts down in here. I'm not going to put lock nuts on there like whoever did this before, because that was a freaking pain in the ass by myself. Excuse me. But so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get it on the lift and get under it. Take the old fuel line out going up to the front, and then see what I got to have, and I need to run to the parts house and get the stuff I need to run the fuel line. So stick around, we'll get it going again. Doesn't want to move now. What did I do? Let me get some, what's that, what's pudding cost? Some looby dooby? We'll find some lube at some time. What did I do? Man, I can't. Looking for my glove. Why? Why you gotta mess with it? Why? Just why? Why is it always gotta be a pain? You wanna mess with old junk, that's why. Okay, well, it's in. I got the bolts all in real quick, and then when I get up on the lift, I'll tighten it down from the bottom. I'm gonna put nuts with just lock washers to hold it in place. So it's good to go, and now it's time to get it up on the lift. Stick with me. All right guys. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go around where all the high pressure line is. It's got some straps or whatever holding it in place. I'm gonna go try and take all of those out and see what we got. Gotta get the light and we'll go see what the problem is. If you can see it. That fuel line is run up into this hole right here, up through the frame rail, and out right there. And I don't know what they got to hold that in place, or how I'm going to get this out of there. I guess I'm going to have to undo that end. I don't know. I guess. I'm not real good with these, so I'm not sure to be able to get that out of there. I'm trying to, I'll set this back just a little bit. It's got rubber grommet on it. Let's see. guess I'm supposed to clamp that line in place, huh? I've never done AM 50s on this line like this, so that twisted up, so I guess I should have had something to clamp that in place. I don't know. There we go. Huh. Okay. So there's that. And I can get that up through there. Put this up somewhere like so. Alright. Now I gotta go look at the other side. This is the return line. It does the same thing. Well, at least the return line doesn't go up through the frame rail itself. Cool. All right. Put you under here with me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Now I need to get up top. So let's see. That loose. There, here. This loose. You know, this thing's got to fight me every step of the way, doesn't it? Okay. Now I'm getting upset. Remember why I did all this. I really don't. Man, this thing got a lot of fuel in it. I'm going to use this. Down to the fuel pump. I need to put me a filter in there, so I got to get a filter. All right. Now, what I had to do on this is I had to get a regulator to regulate the pressure down to the carburetor. So that's what this regulator is. It just so happens I got a buddy that needs this regulator. So me changing this out, and I don't need a regulator for anything, because it regulates high pressure down to low pressure. So it reduces the pressure down from that 58 or 60 pounds down to the 7 pounds I wanted for the carburetor. So alright, now I need to disconnect that line. That line and disconnect this line. Regulator's off. Okay. Now, where's go get the right thing. I don't know where I dropped my 5/16. I gotta take those little what you do there is hold the line on. And it would be a different size. That shouldn't be anymore. Yeah. All fuel's out of that line for sure, because it's all over here on the floor. Alright. Now, come over here. This is the return line for that. Figure out where that's going. Let me see if my light's recharged. Here we go. This is what I need. That end off. out of that hole down there. Maybe. So let's try that. That one worked a whole lot better than the last one. I hope I can reuse all this. Look at that. Okay. All the old line is out. Now, I'll raise the car back up, and I got to figure out how much line I need to go get. Quite honestly, I feel a whole lot better about that. Getting that out of there. Alright. So I know I need a filter to put in between here. Run that to the fuel pump. And then I need to come in here. Run a line to the fuel pump. So let me see. And I like to run hard line if I can, so let me raise this bad boy back up. Where's my tape measure at? Alright everybody, yesterday while I was trying to take my measurements, GoPro battery ran out. Seems to always happen to me, so, and to a lot of other people I see on YouTube. Anyway, I did run to the parts house. I got 3 pieces of brake line. I like to run a hard line for fuel whenever I can. One thing to remember is when I get this brake line, the ends, I move the ends, the threaded ends to the end of the line and put a little tape on them to hold them in place. Because if you're not paying attention and you make a bend in this and this end is down here somewhere, it's not going around that bend. Ask me how I know. So just a little advice from me: if you're working on your stuff, make sure these ends are where they belong before you start bending or anything on this. So I'm gonna grab my impact wrench and stuff. I'm gonna take this tire off. I may take the front tire off too to run the brake line. So give me just a minute to get all that stuff. Stand by. All right, got the tire off. I actually lowered the car down, got the tire off, and I didn't raise it up as high. So I'm gonna sit down and work on this thing instead of standing. Been having a little bit of trouble with my feet here lately, and so sitting will be better than standing on this concrete. But what I'm gonna do is, if you look under here, hoping you can see, if you look under here, right there is the fuel outlet from the tank. So I'm going to come right above it with this hard line and run up this way and out, and try and get it bent around to where I can get it in there. So I'm going to see if I can manage to do this and how far I need to go. Let's see. what I got. From there, I'm gonna run that down about 3 inches. Alright, we're gonna go 3 inches. Right about there. Let me get it in here. Let's see. Let me double check. Turn that down to about like a, what is that, about a 50, maybe a 60-degree angle. Try and match coming out of the tank. See how that looks real quick. Turn this thing this way. Like that. Pretty good about right there, I think, huh? So that angle right there. I need to bend. Oh, I forgot I got a barb to go on there. That's gonna be too long. Let me straighten this out just a little bit. That's gonna be too long. So screwed it up already right off the bat. Ain't that wonderful? Let me see if I can straighten it back out. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, if I can get it in the bending machine the right way. Let's see if I can do it. The one thing I don't want to do is kink that line at all. Okay, let's see. That'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay right there. When I put my barb on it, my line, that'll be good right there. Okay, so I need to come here, turn a 90 straight up. Start it with my thumb, and then I'm going to put it in the bender because I'm not that good with all of this stuff. Come on, get out of there. Alright. So that's going to go up. Now I got to figure out how far up that's going to go. Inches. Turn it up. And go 4.5 inches. I want to do that. 4.5 inches. Right there. Let me go get a marker. Okay, so it goes in like that. It's going to go up. That's what I said, right? It's going to go up. And then it's going to 90. I'm going to be careful because I'll turn myself around. So now it goes that way. I'm going to hit the car. Let me get myself situated. Yeah, that's about right. I was about to bend it the wrong way. Had to check 13 times before I bend. Check where my marker's at again. Then turns 90 degrees. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if I'm even close here. Hey, I am close. Yay! Okay. This needs to arch right in there. There's what I'm looking for. Okay. Let me put this on the other side of that. Let's see how that looks. Look at there, look at there. Okay, I gotta straighten that out. Let me show you what I'm looking at right here. It's looking good to right there. So I need to straighten this out going this way because I want it to swing underneath here. Underneath here. Let me turn you back this way a little bit. It's going to swing underneath here and then come down and then go along the inside of the rocker. So let's see. The next piece will be good because it's a big long straight shot. I'm hoping this is the hardest part of this effort here. So okay, so I got to straighten that like that. Straighten that out just a little bit. Now you can watch what I'm doing. I'm going to bend that around my leg just a little bit like so. A little bit at a time. I can bend that on around right here. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. I'm sorry I'm not talking that much because I need to figure this out, and I can't talk and think at the same time because I'm just not that talented. I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. Ooh, I almost kinked it. That would have been really, really bad. would have been really, really bad and made me really, really mad. I don't want to get really mad getting this thing done. Get this out some. But I think this is going to be the hardest part of this, getting this done. Oh, look at there. Look at there. I think that's going to work right there. I think. Yeah. Like that. And that needs to 90 going that way. Maybe to 90 going that way. Don't kink. Son of a biscuit. Oh, it almost really kinked that time, which really sucks. Trying to turn it too much in one spot. This be aggravating. That end is not turning out like I hoped. Not even close. Man, oh man, oh man. If I could just get this to work like I want it to. Well, that's close. That's close. I think I can make it work right there. Yeah, we can make that work right there. Okay, let me get me some them little holder doodly daddy things. Let me go get a standby. You know, I always seem to start out with my little projects and my videos thinking, this one's not going to be that bad. And then I run into all kind of difficulties. I don't know if that's just me or it's just the luck that I have. I don't know. But I am not really enthused about how big of a pain this has started to be right here. And I got these. I had these in my little arsenal. Little line holders, whatever you, I can't even remember what you call those. But I got 6 or 7 of those that I'm going to use to... Oh, look. Of course. That's just too big. Okay, let me go get a small one. Okay, another screw, another doohickey. So I gotta make work first. Oh. Okay, so I want to put this right here. Yeah. Alrighty then. Here we go. Alright. Let me get my camera situated where you can see. So I got the line running here, angling down to that. This will have a barb on it, 3/8 barb, so I have just a little piece of a hose to go there. Comes out, I have to tighten this one down, I have to tighten this one down. Runs around the lip, comes underneath, comes underneath here, then comes here, and 90s to go that way. So the next piece is going to connect here, and it's going to run straight down the edge of the rocker. So the next piece should not be that difficult. Now that I've said it, for some reason it's probably going to be difficult. But let me go get another piece of tubing and I'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Man. Alright guys, I'm going to try and take this piece and bend it around, have it come along this edge right here and under the lip, and then it's going to turn and bend here up against the frame rail, and then it's going to shoot through and go through this I guess it's the what do they call it, part of the floor support, the I can't remember what it's called now, but anyway, part of the floor support on the front corner, and then this piece is going to end right before it goes into this hole. So the next piece will go through the hole, and I'll have to do all the bendy kind of stuff. I may have to take the front tire off or whatever, but I'm going to try and bend this up real quick, and then we'll see how it fits. So hang with me just a second. Let's see if I did okay, or if I bent it too much. I'm afraid I bent it too much. I did. I bent it too much. Way too much. That's about right. Let's see if I can get it. Maybe bent back just a little bit without ruining it. At least this line is a little bit forgiving. Not enough room for going through that piece. Got to get it pulled back somehow. Shouldn't have bent this end down here is what my problem is. Now I gotta see if I can straighten it out. Straighten it out or go buy another piece, looks like. I jacked this one up. Got ahead of myself. Knew better. Tried to be fancy. Started bending it. Didn't check it out right, measure it, all that good stuff. Remember what I said a while ago about this should be easy? Guess what? I managed to mess this one up pretty freaking good. Yep, I have messed this one up pretty good. Don't know if I can fix it or not. Not looking good for the home team right now. Not at all. Oh, look at there. I got that piece straightened out. Oh, look right there. Well, it's not pretty, but it's straighter again. See? It's not pretty, but it's better. Back in here. Put that right there. I want it to bend even more. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get more bend. bend. There, then around this corner like that, and then I need to bend it back right here. Right. Come back to me right there. Oh, did I do it or not? A couple of these clips. That's not the right bolt. Hey, I think that's gonna work okay. Alright, now I gotta figure out this piece. Let me take the tape off of this end. Now I gotta figure out, gotta get my union and my other piece, and I'm praying that my other piece is not too long to go. Let me take this tire off up front. So, all right, here's what I got. I've run this piece in here, and I've marked it where I need to bend it. It's going through this part of this, the subframe of the front of the car. Like I said, for the life of me, I can't remember what that's called, and I do know. But I'm going to bend this up, and then it's going to follow the contour of the chassis. It's going to come over here, and in this area it's going to turn up, and it's going to go through this hole right here. And it's going to come through this hole, and then I'll put a bar fitting on the end and run my rubber hose from there to the fuel pump. So, okay, let's see if I can fish this thing out. For one, again, make my bend. Okay. Well, fingers crossed that this is even close to what I need. Alright, let's see if it works. Run this through. Well, I'm not sure how it's going to look. I think it's too long. Let's see. It looks like it might be. That's going to be awful close, and I don't know if I can make that work or not. Yeah. Well, we're going to see. It's longer than I wanted it to be. I don't have a flaring tool. So, alright, let's see. Alright guys, let me show you what I got done. Let me grab this light, maybe it'll help. Alright,
I got the gas tank secured. All the bolts, nuts are on it. I run the hose and hooked it up. The line runs through there, as you can tell. Winds down, comes down underneath here. Got a union there. Comes right there. Bends, it goes through the frame. Comes out on this side. I put a little rubber piece of hose there just to keep it from rubbing. Comes up and over and goes up in there. Now, what's happening up in here, as you can see, it's right there. So what I got to do is take this now and bend it down and around a little bit so I can run a rubber line from there to the fuel pump. And the line goes from here up to the carburetor. And I got plenty of extra line and all right here. So that's where I'm at right now. What I'm gonna do, I gotta hook up the sending unit. So I gotta let the car down and run the wire down through for the sending unit to hook to the sender. And then I gotta hook this up here to the fuel pump, to the carburetor. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Well, my buddy Steve is fixing to show up. It's my best friend. He's fixing to show up, spend a couple days. So probably gonna shut it down for this evening. And then he'll probably come out here and help me out with it tomorrow a little bit. So he might be on video with me tomorrow. So, but I'll finish it up in the morning and put some fuel in this thing, see if everything works and it cranks okay, and I'm good to go. So stick with me. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you're a new watcher, new viewer, if you would hit that subscribe button, hit the like button too if I'm entertaining enough. I appreciate it greatly. It lets me know if I'm at least entertaining and maybe you're getting a laugh out of me. I'd appreciate it. So whatever it is, like, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever they're supposed to say. So but thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. I'll learn to talk one day. But I'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish it up in the morning. So I'll see you. Well, for you it'll just be a second, but I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. All right, everybody. Came out this morning and, well, let me back up. A buddy of mine called me last night and wants to borrow the Mustang to take his daughter on a graduation parade for the seniors at the high school. So I come out this morning. I didn't really like the way the let me get my light. What did I do with my light? I didn't really like the way the my tube came out. It almost kinked on me up there. But the parade's today right after lunch, and so I'm trying to cram to get this done. So I got the front hooked up. I got the sending unit hooked up. All the fuel lines are run. So right now I'm gonna ease this thing down, and I may have to run and get some gas, but I'm gonna ease this thing down, put some gas in it, and we're gonna turn it over and see if it pumps fuel and get it cranked and see if it's gonna leak. So stick with me. All right, guys, I got my buddy Steve. Say hi, Steve.
Hey.
He's here. He's helping me this morning. I didn't run the camera. It's kind of like I said a minute ago. My buddy Kyle was wanting to use the car for his granddaughter's graduation parade in town, and so I was thrashing to try and get it done. We finished running the fuel lines, all in here. We run the fuel lines, put the filter, got everything hooked up in here on the car, and then I had it up on the lift, and we tried to crank it and couldn't get it to crank. Come to find out, the fuel pump that was on the motor, since it hadn't been used in so long, I guess the diaphragm went bad. It wasn't pumping fuel. So we had to go 15 minutes down the road to the parts house, got a new fuel pump, got back and realized that the fitting that we had off the old fuel pump didn't fit the new fuel pump. So then we had to drive 15 minutes back to the parts house, get the right fitting, and got a filter. We came back, we put the new fuel pump on, and then we spent, what, Steve, the next hour or more trying to get it to crank. Couldn't get it to crank. Had 5.5 gallons of fuel in the tank, could not get it to crank. Fought it, went back and forth. Kyle showed up because he was wanting to see if he was going to be able to use the car for his granddaughter's graduation parade. All three of us are looking. We're doing everything we can think of why it wasn't pulling fuel. And some of y'all may have already figured this out before I did. Well, Kyle pulls the fuel filter loose, and we turn the motor over, and he wants to see if it's going to pull or pump. I said, well, hang on just a second. So I put my thumb over the fuel line that goes to the carburetor, and it was creating a suction on my thumb instead of pressure coming out. So yeah, I put the fuel lines on backwards on the fuel pump. So we switch that around. As soon as we switch that around, guess what? Pump fuel like a champion, fired right up, had it up on the lift. We checked it for leaks and everything, and then Kyle took it, and as you can see, the car, Kyle cleaned it up, and he wiped it all down, cleaned it up, took his daughter for a nice ride, and she actually got to drive the car, and she's in love with it. So the car's probably going to go up for sale here pretty soon, so he's interested in it, so he might end up with it, but we'll see. So that's where we're at. I'm done. The car's finished. I'm sorry I didn't video all the shenanigans about fighting with the fuel pump and my stupidity. And I always tell you, I am not the smartest individual in the world. I do stupid stuff. So, but pretty much it's done. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. I can't even remember all that stuff. The notification bell. So, and like I always say, hey, keep your head up, don't look down on yourself, don't look down on others, and get out there and work on these old rides and save a piece of history. That's right. What did he say?
Save a piece of history.
There you go. That's it. Save a piece of history. So until next time, take care, guys. Bye.